Okay,
Uppercut.
and begin.
Alright, hello everyone. My name is Will Mason, and I'll be presenting an analysis on Amazon's automation practices and how that affects local communities. Let's get started. So here's my problem statement. Automation in major companies, such as Amazon, can hurt communities due to means such as unemployment and attraction for small businesses. So how this occurs is basically that automation basically automates the process of something happening, which I'll explain in later slides. And Amazon uses this automation process. So basically other small businesses and even other large businesses can't compete with this because of the sheer amount of work being done that doesn't have to be regulated through FDA means, not FDA, that's the wrong thing, of this workplace regulation means. Alright? So I had to research this question. How does the effect of automation in Amazon warehouses change the community around that area? How does that compare to its effect for automation? But before we go into that question, here's some important terms that you would need to know. First up is automation. Automation is the process of a task being done without human interference or aid. If there's any human interference besides overlooking the process itself, it is not considered automation. Robot. Robot is machinery that performs tasks a human can perform as well. For this study, I decided that AI, such as the Alexa that Amazon uses, will not be considered a robot because it is not physical in the world. Small businesses. Local businesses in a community that are not owned by a corporation or other big entity. They're usually about one or two in an area, you usually confront that area, but there's some small businesses that are online that could be considered some of the small businesses that are not confined to an area because they are online. And Amazon, a major company that specializes in delivering goods to consumers that have dealt with different ventures, including music and movie streaming. So it's used through the Prime services. All right, moving on. Assumptions and hypotheses. I'm assuming that A, Amazon warehouse staff is reduced by automation. B, unemployment or employment is directly correlated to Amazon warehouses in the area. And C, my main hypothesis is that there is some impact on local businesses as a whole. This research is significant because unemployment and deterioration in small businesses may be increased because of increased automation from Amazon. Of course, this deterioration could lead to less diversity as well as more monopolies being formed because of the automation processes, as other companies cannot compete with automation as a whole, and especially not with the convenience of Amazon's service model. I have proposed to conduct a study of a community being affected by an automated Amazon warehouse by looking at different trend analysis and over the theory. So basically, I'll look at the different trends that have been shown throughout different years, will be shown in a bit soon, about how these different values change because of the inclusion of Amazon in both the economy and its automation practices in the economy. And I also came up with a theory based on these trends. I first looked at the sites where the information was gathered, and this will be shown in a later slide. I then examined each category and the years where it took place, which would be 2011, 2012, 2016, 2020, and 2021. Again, these will be explained in a later slide of why they're important. Afterwards, I examined the databases in order to find information and common trends between the sources. So doing this, I just looked at the different numerical values that will be shown. So afterwards, going forward, I found the information to fill out a spreadsheet to record the different information found in the study. So this spreadsheet was in sheets. I put this data in order to be displayed onto a table which we analyzed. So this would be through the number program using Excel Miner, which I used Google Sheets, which allowed me to find the number value, which shows the variance of the different values. Then I moved on to analyzing the data from my study, which will be shown. Alright, so the data sources I used were the U.S. unemployment census, the U.S. bankruptcy census, the Amazon annual report, and USPS annual report. So these two can be found for different years through the official government website of the U.S. government, and these can be found through both Amazon and USPS's annual report, respectively, in different their sites, as it shows through all the years. So I use, of course, 2011, 2012, 2016, 2020, and 2021. As from our results thus far, it seems that, at first, Amazon was lagging a bit behind other delivery companies, but after 2016, especially after 2020, they have surpassed these delivery companies. So I believe this is because the general popularity of Amazon has increased over time as people found out how useful it is. Since by 2016, they really weren't using automation as much as would be presumed. And the unemployment and bankruptcy rates were also higher in 2011, 2012, then 2020, and 2021 by a small margin. So I actually believe this is because the economic recession in 2008 really affected the unemployment rate for a long time. So around like 2014 is really alleviated, so it just be naturally be lower than 2020, 2021 because the coronavirus's effect on the economy wasn't as big an effect as the 2008 recession was. So the variance between Amazon, including aspects of automation, show a correlation to subjects such as unemployment, bankruptcy, and rivaling companies. So rivaling companies would be USPS in this case. Whenever there's significant increase or decrease in amount, it is usually due to other factors which don't include Amazon, the differently stated 2008 recession, and for USPS, their employee population has decreased because of the coronavirus, so they had to lay off many employees. Conclusion. Amazon has had some significant effect on the jobs of American people. It could be said that there has been a positive effect actually, as Amazon's workforce has been increasing while also accounting for automation. Other communities are empowered. So Amazon in its whole has been sort of a positive since they have jobs that are above the minimum wage, which really help out small communities as allows them to give to the community and give back to the community through Amazon's minimum wage and benefits. Local communities are harmed since small businesses could actually cooperate with Amazon as well to sell their products if needed. Well, of course, that's specific cases. Otherwise, they're just not affected by Amazon as well. All right, so my study had lots of directions to go in that I believe that would be great for future studies that others could go into. So, analysis on the competition of different delivery companies such as UPS and FedEx could also be touched into to see how automation and Amazon has affected them, as I believe that these are also two major companies that at first dominated over Amazon, but Amazon's caught up to. Second, Amazon's success and correlation between different economic landscapes will expand because Amazon was founded around 1997. I think that looking at the different economic landscapes of those times, you see where Amazon has risen and fallen over the years, if any, and how it's gone to this big conglomerate today. And third, how different types of robots are implemented into Amazon's business model. They have many different types of robots which could go over warehouse stocking and delivering products, so I want to see in the future how different models of robots are effective and ineffective for Amazon's business model. I believe that is all. Thank you for coming to the presentation.